Takes a strong will to resist the temptations of hedonism. Does Tyrion have what it takes? We'll find out today. He's going up against the foul forces of Slaanesh. Let's take a look at this replay from Michael. And we've got, Tyrion leading those dragon princes. We've got Fireborn being led by a life mage on the opposite side. Some spearmen up front, Talons of Torquelada, and Sisters of Avalorns looking for some serious fire power. And some devoted marauders on the opposite side facing them, including the Princes of Perfection. We've got a herald with some fiends, seekers, regiment renowned, eternal entourage, some serious power there as well. Cultist, looking with a nice full kit. Yeah, got some nice buffs, a little debuff, and the summon as well. But with the cavalry on the opposite side, Michael's going to do exactly what he should, which is capitalize on the opportunity and run down some marauders. Quick hit and run charge, massive damage coming through from the life mage too, just getting her bit in as the Fireborn pull back away. Nice focus fire on one voted marauder, just nukes them initially, and the others are going to start to focus probably on these fiends here. But the Slaanesh rush. You see how the lash just kind of breaks the spear's positioning, allows the cavalry to run straight through the fiends and everything else. Getting quite the light show as they start to run down some Sisters of Avalorn. The disruption immediately of the High Elf formation is definitely going to be a little bit of a problem. Get a big old Locus of Grace here as well from the Herald. That is going to give a huge melee defense and physical resistance buff. Help defend against a lot of the High Elves' damage outputs. Sisters of Avalorn, it must be noted, do magic damage. They're not going to care too much about this, but they did get interrupted there just now. And yeah, some of these Seekers, though, getting caught a little bit flat-footed by spears is definitely painful. Slaanesh player prioritizing their micro elsewhere, gets a few of them killed relatively quickly. The High Elves are able to kind of stabilize here, perhaps. Eternal Entourage also took quite a bit of damage in that engagement. Kind of, grinding against some spears a little bit too long there. But let's see. The Fiends get through, and the Fiends are the real kind of power piece here, even if the Eternal Entourage are more expensive. The Fiends will absolutely tear everything to shreds. This other Seeker lines up a really nice charge in here as well. I think they've got some kind of buff there just then. Yeah, Sweet Sorrow actually increases their speed and charge speed. A lot of people don't realize this, but speed and, I guess charge speed too, obviously. Speed in general does affect impact and charge damage, right? So if a unit gets a speed buff, that actually will increase the amount of damage it does on the charge a little bit. Depends on the unit's mass as well. There's some other calculations that kind of go into it. But in general, increasing their charge bonus, it helps when they're doing charge attack animations specifically, but it doesn't necessarily increase their impact damage, I don't think. Yeah, can check me on that. Maybe Spellbound's watching this can double check me on that, but I'm 99% sure that's how it works. But yeah, the Fiends here, actually, Fireborn do get routed, which is a pretty big deal. Most of the High Elf units at this point are just kind of crumbling. The formation has been thrown into chaos. Narcissism being used to affect those Talons of Torquelada, although I think that probably should have been used to silence the Life Mage, try and lock her down, maybe open her up to being sniped for the Herald and the Cultist to run in there, try and get rid of the Caster, because that's the one thing the High Elves do have still alive. And of course they have the Giga Chad himself, Tyrion. He's absolutely surrounded by fiends, weird slapping tentacles and slurping noises and tongues and stuff. He's unfazed, gonna continue fighting here. See if the rest of the elves can rally around him. So we got some spears holding out in some various pockets as well, including this pocket, which managed to get a hold of the Herald, who on her steed does count as large and is going to be taking some damage from them. Very cost-effective damage, it should be noted there. And the Fireborn also managed to come back from rout. The Life Mage gets them back somewhat operational, with some heals on station. Probably doesn't have enough to save for a regrowth at this point, given they've been Michael's been throwing out a lot of Earth's Bloods here. Fortunately, still can't see Winds of Magic, but yeah, we've also get this Sister Avalorn coming back at a clutch moment too. They're going to lose at least a couple of volleys for only one volley. Ooh, one very point blank at the last second. The Seekers probably still end up winning this engagement, but you know, helps even out the damage a little bit and also distracts that unit of Seekers momentarily. Fiends here get caught without infantry support. This is a bit of an error for the Slaanesh players' part as well. Getting their Fiends charged here. They were surrounding Tyrion, which is definitely the right thing. They're going to be the one unit that can probably deal with him best here. You can see they are DPSing him pretty significantly, but yeah, without the infantry to protect there, the regrouped Fireborn able to find a good position to rear charge. You know, credit to Michael as well for keeping up his positioning and cycle charging. The Fireborn continuing to take damage, but haven't quite been finished off yet, so... Ooh, we see instead of trying to prioritize healing the Dwellers, actually just goes for... healing the Fireborn. Just absolutely goes for Dwellers here, which is going to do a substantial amount of damage and help Tyrion even out this fight pretty substantially. Yeah, we're going to see Sunfang as well also come in, do a massive amount of damage. So in very short order, Tyrion, you know, with some help, is able to clear out the majority of these devoted marauders. The Fiends also were kind of teetering on the edge of their leadership. Tyrion's got Feint Riposte, stand your ground active, so with 100 melee defense, I mean, he's doing completely fine. He's, you know, not too worried about taking too much damage here. And again, the Fireborn trying to line up the lane to get in a good charge directly at the heart of the Fiends. Exactly the target he needs to be prioritizing here with them. And then they make their final stand. The Locus of Grace being popped. They're going to get sandwiched between the remaining Seekers here. Although, I don't know, the Seekers actually end up just losing. You know, the Fireborn will also get just ground down by devoted marauders. But I think they did their job of killing all the Slaanesh large units. We do have one more Seeker, actually, it looks like, out there in the distance. Could be dangerous for the caster, potentially, but they get that Sweet Sorrow. That's a map-wide army ability, that's right. Vigor also, Vigor Refresh, which is going to be helpful. Is it map-wide? I guess not. It doesn't last very long. No, you actually have to target it on a single unit. Yeah, why would it be map-wide? That would be insane. Anyway. Yeah, the Vigor Refresh on the few Seekers that remain is definitely an interesting play. Another error, I should say. Slaanesh player leaves their Herald in here a little bit too long against Tyrion, and he is, you know, not to be trifled with. He is incredibly upset about today's turn of events, and you know, lashing out, understandably. He's able to easily best Herald. He's also more than a match for the Cultist. Especially with her tired stats. His tired stats are much better, so... yeah, Tyrion is able to kind of hold the line here, and like I said, with some help, good AoE damage, ends up winning out an engagement. To be honest, there was a point there when I was watching this initially that I thought that the Hiles had for sure lost this, but Michael's able to pull out the win there. Yeah, back-breaking regrowth. Try saying that 5 times fast. Back-breaking regrowth here, healing Tyrion, and that is going to be an absolute GG. Yeah, didn't even get the Sunfang off. Nice. Fun one for sure. Big thanks to Michael for sending that one in. And yeah, nice to see. I mean, I know Seekers, Heart Seekers are kind of the thing right now, and they mostly perform as you would expect, as do the Fiends. Just nasty, nasty units, menace to all civilized society. But, you know... Tyrion, the defender of humanity and of all of Elven kind as well. 3,000 damage value, 18,000 damage dealt. Definitely what we needed. Some nice contributions from the Spearmen as well. 100 kills, 13,000 damage dealt. Still don't pay for themselves, actually. Surprisingly, the Fireborn. Other Dragon Princes also have a little bit of a tough time. Archers, respectable for sure. Talons of Torquelada, Sisters of Avalorn. Not quite as much, but if you average their value out, it's, like I said, respectable for sure. Definitely helped contribute to this victory. And then, yeah, on Slaanesh's side, the Fiends, the Heartseekers, it's really where you'd expect the damage to be, and they definitely did their part. Although, some of the Devoted Marauders also contribute some nice value. Yeah, 700 there. It's pretty solid for those Hell Scourges. So, fun replay for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I would definitely appreciate that. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.